this for a moment. There was no YouTube. There was no MTV. No BET for videos. No Twitter. No Instagram. Back then, there was no visual go-to as far as the culture is concerned. If you wanted to be in the culture, if you wanted to learn about the culture, you had to be in that environment. You had to be in that element at the house parties. You had to be listening to the radio, the boombox and the cassette tapes. That was the go-to. And I was a young dude that was madly in love with this culture and wanted to be an MC. And I had constructed a rhyme of like 8 bars. I didn't even know how to write back then as far as structure. I had about 8 bars that I kept on me for like 3 months. And I'm not alone. There was a lot of dudes back then that just had that one rhyme. And my world was shattered. My bubble was busted. But I was inspired at the same time when I went to my friend's house with my cousin. Shout out to James West. Shout out to Herm Pettigrew. James played a song for me that him and Herman had, and it sounded like a song you would listen to on the radio. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. And I got this one little corny rhyme. So I'm walking home kind of dejected, and my cousin, I never forget, shout out to my cousin Troy, he was like, listen, D, if you sit and you study and you write like James do, like Herm do, you'll be just as nice. And it was like a light bulb went off. You know, nobody kind of like taught you how to kind of study and how to do those things. And I kind of had to study the art form. You know, the great Big Daddy Kane said it's a certain special skill that takes much practice. And that was the day that I went home and studied the art. And it took me balling up paper and throwing it in the trash, writing a rhyme, balling up paper, throwing it in the trash. But it cultivated my art and it cultivated the skills. And that was just another amazing part of my journey in hip hop.
Linda.
Still walking in here like a man, so get out of my face, all right? I mean, you beating up on a man, you putting a man in the hospital. How come I don't see no marks on you? Yeah, because I'm a karate man, all right? Karate man bruise on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses. But you don't know that because you're a big Barry White
the average stuff. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing exciting about him.